What happens when the shadow is no longer something you fear, but something you understand? You stop reacting. You start choosing. This is self-realization. Not a concept, but a state of being where nothing inside you is hidden and nothing outside you has control. You no longer perform. You no longer chase approval or fear rejection. You move through life with presence, with clarity, with quiet strength. The world may still be chaotic. People may still misunderstand you. But inside, there's stillness. You know who you are, and that changes everything. You set boundaries without guilt. You speak the truth without trembling. You walk away from what doesn't honor you, not out of anger, but from self-respect. Carl Jung didn't offer a shortcut to power. He offered a doorway to something far greater, wholeness, when you stop hiding from your shadow and stop clinging to your persona. You return to your essence. That essence is untouchable. Not because it's flawless, but because it's real. People will sense it. Some will fear it. Some will be drawn to it. But none will be able to shake it. Because when you become whole within yourself, you are no longer ruled by wounds. You are no longer haunted by masks. You are no longer breakable. The world may press against you, but it will never collapse you. That is the psychological shift Jung warned us not to ignore. The shift from illusion to truth, from performance to presence, from survival to self-mastery. And once you feel it, really feel it, you never go back. Call to action. Reclaim the self you buried and become someone no one can break. What if the part of you you're most afraid of holds the key to your power? The shadow isn't your enemy. It's the guardian of everything you've abandoned. Your suppressed anger, your forbidden desires, your rejected gifts. We're taught to fear it, to bury it beneath routines, distractions, and numbness. But Jung revealed the deeper truth. What we deny in ourselves doesn't vanish. It waits, and when the shadow waits too long, it erupts. It surfaces in the heated argument that turns cruel, in the quiet self-loathing you can't explain, in the unexplained shame that clings to your every decision. You see, the shadow doesn't want to destroy you. It wants to be seen, because hidden in the darkness is potential, raw, untapped, wild. Your courage, your creativity, your instincts, all trapped behind the fear of being too much. To become whole, you must walk straight into the parts of yourself you've run from. This is the path of individuation, the process of integrating the shadow into consciousness. It's not about fixing who you are. It's about reclaiming who you were before the world told you to be someone else. Yes, it's painful. You will confront your jealousy, your insecurity, your rage. But on the other side is something rare, self-respect that doesn't depend on perfection, power that can't be taken away. When you own your shadow, no one can use it against you. You're no longer at war with yourself, and when the war ends within, you become a force that nothing outside can shake. This isn't healing, it's awakening. Look closely at your life and ask yourself, who are you when no one's watching? Most people don't know, because they've spent their entire lives wearing a mask. Carl Jung called this the persona, the identity we craft to survive the world. It's the voice you use in meetings, the smile you force when you're breaking inside, the version of you tailored to meet expectations. But here's the catch. The more we invest in this mask, the more disconnected we become from who we truly are. We learn early on how to be good, how to be liked, how to blend in. We're taught that anger is ugly, that vulnerability is weakness, that success means perfection. So we build a mask that hides our fear, our desire, our truth. At first, it protects us. Eventually, it buries us. You might feel it now. That Quiet ache when you're alone. That emptiness even after achieving what you thought would make you happy. That's not depression. That's your real self trying to break free. Jung warned us. If we become too identified with the persona, we lose the soul beneath it. And without the soul, we're just shadows pretending to be whole. But here's the truth. No one tells you. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be real. Removing the mask is terrifying. It strips away your armor. But it's also the only way to find something far more powerful than approval. Authenticity. Because when you stop living to be accepted, you start living to be alive. And in that moment, something shifts. The world no longer defines you. You define yourself. What if I told you that the most powerful enemy you'll ever face is already inside you? Not someone across the table. Not someone online. It's the part of you you've spent years trying to silence. Carl Jung didn't just explore the mind. He warned us. He warned that if we don't confront our inner world, we'll be ruled by it. Until you make the unconscious conscious, he said, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. This is not just philosophy. It's a psychological emergency. From the moment we're born, we begin burying things. Emotions we weren't allowed to feel, thoughts we were told were wrong, instincts we feared would make us unlovable. These buried fragments don't disappear. They form something Jung called the shadow, the hidden self we pretend doesn't exist. But here's the terrifying truth. The more we reject it, the stronger it becomes. You may feel it in moments of sudden rage, or when self-doubt chokes your ambition. When you sabotage relationships, avoid risks, or drown in overthinking, it's the shadow pulling strings from behind the curtain. You're not broken, you're divided, and this division creates an invisible war inside your psyche, a conflict between who you are and who you think you need to be. But the war can end. There's a way to stop running and start reclaiming the self you lost along the way. It begins the moment you dare to look inward, not to fix, but to face. Because the truth is, you can't defeat what you refuse to confront. And Jung knew, the person who walks through their own darkness doesn't just survive, they become untouchable.